that.
I just gave away how we're gonna play X6, but
if we ever get to that.
we will.
I love this game. I love it so much. Remember a very young kid yelling at me, telling me that I was wrong and stupid for liking this game. And me, this college kid, just trying to figure out what is this kid's problem?
You see, I'm sure if that actually happened, I'm sure it was somebody else's fault.
It's like you're like a 22-year-old man with an internship trying to wrap up finals, and you got some kid in high school telling you're a dumbass for liking Mega Man X6 during a completely different playthrough.
Yeah. Was it during Sonic Adventure or no, Mega Man 8?
I'm gonna call him on Skype. Is it Eric? No.
Jay, what is your opinion on Mega Man 8?
Wait, let me read the script Exo just sent me. Mega Man 8 sucks, and it's boring, and oh fuck, I have 30 minutes left of commentary, what do I say?
So I guess Frank is there too. Frank,
I broke the...
I think it was Donkey Kong Country 3.
Oh.
I think. It was like one of those, that was like that last season of College Mavericks. But regardless, we are back with a playthrough of one of the worst video games ever made, Mega Man X6 for the original PlayStation. Alright, Mega Man X6, here we go. And we brought along a special guest. Introduce yourself, sir.
It is I, Jay of Jay's Reviews, here to quote Mega Man X7 by saying, "I can't believe I'm back here again. They really made a mess."
You have to pay the dues for your crimes! Yeah, so we're back. We brought along Jay of the Jay's Reviews YouTube channel to play this terrible video game because X6 is your favorite Mega Man game. Isn't that right, Jay?
Yeah, apparently I said I liked it now. Although I don't...
Mikey does that.
I mean, the strange thing is that yes. So, little backstory for those who don't know. So, like 8 years ago, I did a video called Mega Man Ecks Sick is the worst game I've ever played. and it was like an hour long. And then Exo's response was like, "I don't know how you people make hour-long videos. I would never." And then he makes one and he never goes back. But anyway, so then like, yeah, so it was kind of a meme that I was like the anti-X6 guy. But then like 5 years later, I made like a video where I just
was
like...
that guy on Twitter who always came up to you and said, "I can beat Mega Man X6 on Extreme Mode. It's Naked Armor X without taking any damage, so therefore the game isn't that hard. It's actually quite good."
I don't remember. I remember there was a guy, was it a guy named or something who really hated
I think
X7.
that's him, yeah.
Yeah, he really hated X7, which was funny because I then sent him a picture of like a rescuable Reploid in X7 named I was like, "Damn, your cameo is really holding up." hadn't heard from that guy in a long time, but yeah. So I made like a video. I was re-reviewing the X games for like the 5th year anniversary of my first time doing them, and then I was like,
what a sentence.
Yeah, it was. So anyway, with X6, I was like, I don't know. A re-review just seems kind of reductive because I don't know how you like outdo the big thing, the original one. So I just decided to do like a gimmick where I would be like, let's look at the bright side of the game instead, and I called it "Learning to Love X6" with a question mark at the end. So I guess the legacy.
And people took that as you changing your mind.
Yeah, like even though the conclusion of the video is me like quoting the original conclusion, being like, "Yeah, this game like is bad," but I mean, like, you know, why it's not all bad. And when you get used to it, it's not so upsetting when you get used to it.
Well, that video was specifically about
watching
that
this video,
patch.
Kind of like, oh, there's growth, but also still angry. I got yelled at for this.
Yeah, see, I don't really remember that, so all I can say is I vaguely remember like being called and asked to give my opinion on the matter. So that's my recollection of the situation.
For you, it was the most memorable moment of your life. For me, it was Tuesday.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I guess let's start there, Alonzo, because historically you have been an X6 enjoyer. I think it's fair to say. Because, like, this game would come up and you'd be like, oh, X6 isn't that bad.
Oh yeah, we also from the last episode we finally, or last episode of recording, we finally figured out that Mega Man Ecks Sick is a good game.
But then all of a sudden you've changed your tune, and the process of, I think we were playing X5, and you were like, yeah, I went back to X6, and boy, I don't know what I was smoking. That game's terrible.
Yeah, I think it was mostly because of the shadow armor. It's just my favorite armor design.
Now I have a question.
Okay.
So where in the lineage did he go from sounding like this to sounding like how he sounds now? What was that about?
No, I still sound like that. I just had the voice change around right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, it's everybody's favorite boss. Dispu.
That's
we
not
love the
what he
Dispu sound.
said.
Yeah, I remember in one of the 12 Let's Plays you did with this game, Jay. I think it was the one I was on. I was just like, how do you come up with something like Dispu? And then someone in the chat was like, actually, he's saying Death Bull, but he's saying it as Death Bull because in Japanese the TH sound doesn't exist.
It's like, okay, nerd, fine.
Like expecting people to just know that in Japan the TH sound just doesn't exist.
Toshi, tell him! 被告スタン・スミスは脅威そのものであり。
But it's also an English word that they're saying in a Japan-like fashion.
And also with like the audio compression and the music and the sound effects, you're supposed to be able to hear that. I was like, what it sounds like in this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I guess we should briefly touch on the story. Which
What story?
Mega Man's been never known for its story.
I know, but it's like Mega Man.
Mega Man Ecks Sick and its brilliant.
I said Mega Man, not Mega Man X. Mega Man X's narrative wasn't that bad.
It's been a while since I've played X5. I did actually play X4 before I played X6, just so I'd have like a frame of reference for like good PlayStation X versus bad PlayStation X, even though I played it on Saturn. And yeah, it was quite a night and day experience going from one to the other, but yeah, like it's been a while since I played X5. What I remember is that there are two endings depending on whether the colony crashes in Corrupt Zero or not.
Yeah.
And they're essentially mutually exclusive. And one, the colony crashes and ruins everything, and Zero becomes evil. And the other one, Zero sacrifices himself to stop Sigma and save X.
Yeah.
Who then loses his memory and keeps Zero's saber, right?
Now that I think about it, I feel like X loses memory in both of them. No, no, he definitely he gets the saber in the good one. He loses his memory in the bad one.
Okay. But the point being that the setup for this game kind of assumes that both of those endings happened, even though that's not what happened in X6 or X5.
We're getting kind of some Resident Evil shit going on here where, like, in canon, every character escapes the RE1 mansion, even though there's no ending of the game where that happens. Like, where it's basically like, now X has Zero's saber and stuff, but, like, the colony did crash and destroy the world. And X still remembers who Zero is and all that. And it's also only been 3 weeks.
Exo remembers who Zero was, so I'm just like...
well, technically Exo does know who Zero is, but anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, so also it's only been like 3 weeks since the ending of like X5, where like one of those X5 endings said it was like 3 months or 3 years or something, but like, yeah. I haven't played X5 in a spell either, because that's also a bad game.
Oh.
I tell you what, I appreciate it a lot more after it, like, even though I haven't played it in a while, I remember it being better than this.
I mean, I guess I would agree with that.
It didn't take me 8 hours to finish it.
8 hours.
It was bad. By the way, I have to give special notice to this fucking guy right here. I'm gonna edit in a clip from my solo playthrough. Alright, let's... 7 lives? Oh, yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for hiding the fucking guy behind the black screen so I couldn't see him. Video game. Which is that if there's a nightmare effect that is the dumbest thing in the world, where like it's like 2 cones of light spinning back and forth constantly, so you can only see what's in the small overlap of those 2 cones. And they hid that Reploid and the Nightmare virus off screen where you couldn't see it, and he got corrupted.
Oops.
And by the time I could see what was happening, it was already too late, so that was fun. Oh, no, no, no! I didn't consider that would happen. Oh, and we gotta talk about this shit right here, where, like...
This cruel-ass shit.
Alonzo has to, like, damage boost to avoid falling on the spikes that are below frame that you can't see.
And I don't think you can wall climb on those, the rock.
No.
Like, you just gotta jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just...
As a famous man once said, what an idiot I was for my inability to predict that.
What an idiot I am for my inability to predict that.
It goes on longer than Exo's technical breakdowns of resolutions and dithering.
You know what's funny also is that, so just like, let's get the record straight out there. I, of course, made like the what an idiot I am my whole catchphrase and shit, because he was like, he said to me, and I quote, he was like, you can have that cringy line. I don't even want it. And then when everyone in the audience thinks it's funny and starts quoting it, people in the comments start saying how funny it is. He's like, you stole my line. I was like, you literally told me you didn't want it anymore.
You know what the funny thing is about that? As long as we're talking about that old video of yours, like, I would tell RZ about how much I loved your original X6 rant view. Isn't that something that happened too? Is there was a comment you got from someone on Twitter saying like, that was just a glorified X6 rant view.
My god, yeah, no, like, yeah, someone said this wasn't a review, it was a glorified rant, and I changed the title of the video to be a glorified X6 rant view. Yes, that is, and that was the title.
Wait a minute,
for
what's
a while.
that in the corner of the screen over there? Did you see that? It was like one of those alternate pathway portals, but it was like up in the...
You have to go on the
where
higher
path
route.
separates. Yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't know that was in there.
Yeah, there's a higher route over here. You can't really access right now, so...
Yeah,
it probably got
doesn't
cut
matter.
off in the overscan of my PVM, so I didn't see it. Because I played it on, a real PlayStation and all that.
What an idiot.
He was.
What an idiot I am for my inability to predict that. Yeah. But, like, Alonzo, because, like, what changed exactly? What did you notice? Like, why was it that you were so keen to defend this before, and then all of a sudden you're like, it's bad?
I started playing X4 more often.
Oh, that would do it.
And then I realized, holy shit, that's right. X4 is so good.
It's a competent, solid game, yeah.
I don't get what your apathy towards X4 is.
Well, for one, the castle is the most boring milquetoast castle of all time.
I can respect that.
Like, the rest of the game is good, I guess, but there's nothing about it that like, apart from Zero. Zero's pretty cool, but apart from that, it's just kind of more of the same as you get from the first 3 games.
Well, I feel like you have described it as the Mega Man 5 of X, and I've thought about that saying before, and my thought on it is that makes sense, although there's no X7 of Classic.
Yeah. I'm sure someone might argue that Mega Man Base is that, but
true.
You and I are the original Mega Man Base enjoyers.
So my only point being is that, like, the whole frame of reference for good in Mega Man X is totally skewed by the fact that half the games are diabolical bully balls. So, like...
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I'm overdue for a playthrough of the SNES games again, because I remember enjoying all 3 of those a lot. Yeah, like, X3 has its problems, but, like, I feel like most of that just comes down to it's challenging and it had some really...
Well, just frankly stupid ideas. Like, this is like real. It's like not like the foundation is broken. It's just a lot of its new ideas are really stupid.
Specifically the ride armor shit where you have to, like, unlock them and then get them from, like, a generator or something.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like that kind of stuff is like, well, that was a stupid idea. Game is fine, but, like, it's kind of like when you, like, play the Zero Project mod, it's when you're like, oh, so if you just, like, tune up the stupid ideas, the game is fine, pretty good.
Yeah. Does the Legacy Collection have the PS1 version or the SNES version?
That's the SNES version.
Oh, good. Because
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the PlayStation version, personally.
Yeah,
I
me
mean, it's
neither.
fine, but I prefer the SNES soundtrack.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah. Also, the thing is that, like, the only thing is just the definitive versions of those games are just the PS2 ones, which is a shame because that was the PS1 version of X3. But like,
oh yeah,
it's like
because
the
they're like
Legacy.
source ports.
Yeah, or it's like Legacy Collection. It's like I remember I just
So
like,
you
loaded
could play
up on-
that. You could play that violin fight in Mega Man X2 without the fucking
during-
game.
Yeah, dying. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how in your original review you called him violin.
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
see,
no,
my
no,
ability
wait, what?
to pronounce things has not really improved much since then.
Yeah.
It's fine.